The game is played in portrait mode only. To switch the TalkBack accessibility feature on or off, press these 3 buttons simultaneously: volume up, volume down, and the power button. Okay. Hello, and welcome to the audio game At the Voice's End. The game has no graphics at all, but instead there are very realistic sounding 3D soundscapes to enjoy. You need to have headphones on and plugged in. Anytime during the game, you can swipe the screen towards you and enter the game menu. Then you can return to the game, listen to the whole paragraph again, or quit the game and continue later. Okay. Now please swipe the screen towards you and enter the game menu. This is the game menu. This sound indicates that you need to make a decision in the game. To do so, press your finger on the touchscreen and circle around it. Keep your finger pressed until you find the desired option. Once you release your finger, the decision is made and the story goes on. What do you wish? Return to the game. Quit for now. Return to the game. Quit for now. Return to the... Listen. Quit for now. Listen to the preview. Quit for now. Return to the game. Quit for now. Listen to the previous chapter again. Return to the game. Okay, that's it. The game is about to start. You should hear this sound from your left. If that is correct, you're ready to play.
What is going on? What happened? Where am I?
Relax, Mr. Burton. Or may I call you Clive? You're now at the Central Hospital, recovering from surgery. 3 days ago, you were in a serious car accident.
Who are you?
I'm your therapist, Mrs Galway. You've gone through a serious injury, Mr. Burton. Hopefully our therapy session...
1 message account G4118@gmail.com. From Canada. Subject to free fix of the week. Open for delicious deals.
What happened is that, I don't think anything happened.
You're suffering from post-traumatic stress reaction. It is quite common in these kinds of very stressful and critical situations. Your memories will return little by little.
Okay. Right.
I want to assure you that all we talk about is confidential. You can tell me anything you want. For example, could you tell me what color your car is?
Oh, sure. It's a dark brown Xandia. But I just need to know. My legs hurt. May I remove the eye patches? I can barely hear your voice.
Oh, please, let them be. There are minor bruises on your feet. They will be normal. You're lucky to be alive. But, you were not so fortunate with your eyesight. The doctors could not recover your vision.
What? So, I won't be able to see.
Mr. Burton, I understand that these are very unfortunate news. Your eyesight is lost. I am terribly, terribly sorry.
Well, how did that happen exactly?
I don't know all the details. You were driving alone at about 3:30 a.m. Saturday morning. The crashed vehicle was your own car, and for some reason you drove off-road. Nobody saw the accident, but about an hour later, an early hiker called the police.
Okay, then. I don't have such memories.
You had no alcohol or other substances in your test results. Always when the losses are as severe as this, the patient will join the long-term rehabilitation process, which includes therapy.
Right. I feel weak. I can barely move my hands. I'm too tired.
Yes, sleep now, Mr. Burton. It is perfectly safe here. We're happy to have you here at the infirmary. How are you doing?
I don't know. A headache. I'm not sure where I am, to be honest.
There's a police investigator, Mr. Waskey, visiting us during this session. He needs to ask you some questions.
All right. I am Federal Police Investigator Tim Waskey, and I have a series of questions in this point. So, you were speeding up, Mr. Burton, and you lost control of the vehicle. Why in such a hurry?
Ha. I needed to meet somebody.
Yes, sir. Obviously. And you work on an exceptional field, Mr. Burton. You are a private detective, if I have grasped it correctly. Your assignments concern mainly jealous lovers and husbands, right?
Well, I've traced lost puppies as well.
Sure you have. What case were you working on 6th of June? Just a day before your accident.
I was going to the Rutherlands. There was a snooping operation going on.
Right. You seem to remember something. And the name of the customer?
I don't remember that.
Well, let me refresh. It was an artist. A guy who calls himself with the name Barksy. Sounds like a dog. When did you call him?
About 20 minutes before.
Now, listen. We have examined your phone history, and there's no such call. Do you use some prepaid SIM cards when you call to the Rutherlands?
What? No, I don't.
Okay, 2 months ago, you were on a round trip. What was your business on the East Ringway on the 7th of April around 8 p.m.?
Well, how the hell could I remember?
Yes, well, you see, the very same brown Xandia was spotted in the cameras right there. What were you up to, Mr. Burton?
Oh, that. It was probably the Willow Points case. Restraining order violations were frequent according to that lady. I had to find evidence about a jealous ex-husband. Yeah, that's what it was.
Right. And you are aware that your car has a bullet hole? Where did that come from, Mr. Burton?
What? A bullet hole?
Well, it has been shot by a light rifle or a pistol. And it's been shot recently.
Where is the hole exactly?
It's on the back bumper, on the left. Quite small mark. But it aroused some questions. Were you chased, Mr. Burton? Did somebody want to add one more head of a detective into his collections? Or what?
I've no idea. My memory appears to be gone. I can't remember.
Mr. Waskey, as we spoke, my client is suffering from post-traumatic stress reaction. He has a lot to overcome. Rehabilitation will start here at the therapy sessions and at the physical. We will go for a swim after 2 weeks.
Oh, really? Yes. Please do that. I will come back and ask the same questions again once he starts to remember a bit better. Mr. Burton will be charged for speeding, of course. You see, if driving off the road was his own fault, then the insurance company won't compensate any material losses. Oh, one last thing, Mr. Burton. You do have a registered gun, don't you?
Yes. Ferretta, 33. It should be at home, in the drawer.
I presume it's okay if we pick it up for further investigations.
All right. Be my guest. And Waskey, oil it as you go. It hasn't been fired for a while.
Well, that's not necessary. In fact, I don't think you need it anymore. This is, of course, more of a concern of your personal safety, as you will be released in a few days. Goodbye, then, Mr. Burton and Mrs. Galway, was it?
I'm sorry that he was not able to have a kinder approach to your situation. Please rest and let's listen to these relaxation soundscapes. Then we can begin.
Don't worry, Galloway. I'm used to that kind of coppers. No problem. He was a bit annoying anyway.
Okay, just relax for a while. Here, have a glass of water.
No, thanks. Oh, wait a minute. I take it back. Actually, I'd like some. Thanks. Hey, now I remember something. This was a long time ago, back in the 80s. I was at the fair. In my hometown, there was such a great weather and a lot of happy people at the amusement park. I was wandering around at the concession stands. Then I arrived to this attraction where you could shoot down, what was it? I don't remember.
Start from the beginning, please.
I'm at the gate of an amusement park. It's a sunny day and a lot of people have their destination here. I can see several attractions. A roller coaster, Ferris wheel, and old ghost train, and the game hall on the left.
Now, use the touchscreen to choose the place where the young Mr. Burton will go. Do you line up for a roller coaster ride? No. Enter the game menu. Head. No. Line up for a roller coaster ride. Enter the game menu. No. Line up for a roller coaster ride. Line up for a roller coaster ride.
At first I didn't realize that the line for the roller coaster was so long. There was some problem with the attraction. After about 5 minutes of waiting, I decided to give up. What attraction should I go next?
Would you like to enter the game menu? Go to the game hall. Go to Ferris wheel.
The wheel is a huge attraction. Fortunately, there's not much line for it. I gave the ticket and stepped into the cart. The whole round starts very slowly, because the wheel has to stop frequently when leaving people out and taking you in. Finally, I'm at the top. There's a nice view all around. This is my city. Not a city by millions, but hundreds of thousands. I don't know all the churches and towers that I can see. And yeah, the Ferris wheel was a slight disappointment. Simply not enough speed or explosions. I head for the game hall. The game hall makes strange noises. Some older guys are playing pinball in team. They seem to have a lot of fun. They don't even notice me. Should I play a game? I have a few quarters in my pocket.
Do you want to walk to the duck shooting stand? Enter the game. Walk to the duck shooting stand. Play a game. Enter the game menu. Play a game.
There are so many arcade games. I have to choose between nearly 20 different ones. This game looks very cool. It's about a commando who runs through the war zone and shoots everyone. He casts grenades all over, and everybody dies. I play the game for about 10 minutes and finally lose all my lives. I didn't get a high score, but the game is addictive, so I play another one. Then all of a sudden, a friend of mine from school shows up. I get a little distracted, but succeed to improve my score. Dave asks me to join him and his dad at the duck shooting stand. He tells that his father can give tickets for a full round.
The game is saved. What do you wish to do? Restart the entire game. No. Return to the game.
I join them. We start the shooting. There's a space for maximum of 4 shooters. We get the plastic guns that have some kind of laser detector. Dave's dad is not a bad shooter, but we're leading the game with Dave. Dave was one of my best friends, until we departed after high school. He went to study physics. I preferred law school. Well, I didn't succeed well and had to quit studies. I found work from a guarding company. After about 12 years, I met Dave again. He had moved to my town, and we shared the same hobby. Now I remember where the bullet hole came from.
This is great news, Mr. Burton. You're regaining your memories.
We were at the shooting club. Dave's small bore rifle was fired accidentally. The bullet scratched the back bumper of my car. That's where it came from.
Righty-ho then. Now our first therapy session is over. After a couple of days, you are ready to move back to your own flat.
All right.
See you then.
See you then, Mrs. Galway.
Oh, here we have it. Dorian do the potion.
We're soon there. I have some accessibility equipment for you.
Like what?
A new phone. It has extra large number-shaped buttons. We can program some quick access phone numbers into it.
Anything else?
We will install text-to-speech applications and a simple speech recognition software. It will help you to control the computer. You can listen for the news and music and so forth.
Yay. Long live computers.
Yeah, you could say that. Okay, we're there.
All right.
There you go. Now the numbers are in and the programs are installed, and they should work. Do you remember the shortcut dials, Clive?
Well, who should I call? Ask how they're doing? Eh?
Clive, this is important. You remember how to make a call?
Yeah, first I press hash, and then the number. Number 1 is for emergency, 2 for the taxi, 3 is to you, my therapist, Mrs. Galway, and 4 is to my friend at the shooting club, and number 5 is to my closest living relative.
Excellent. You're doing well. I have to be on my way now. If you have something to ask, just call me, okay?
Sure. I have a fridge full of ready-made food, and I know how to use my 25-years-old coffee machine. Even now, blind. I'll manage.
The next therapy session is on Tuesday. The assistant will visit you twice a day to make sure you're doing well.
Right. That guy whom we met?
Yes, him. Okay? Goodbye.
Bye-bye. I feel like I'm in some kind of bizarre delirium, where things just happen out of nowhere. I don't want to tell anyone how lost I am. I can speak and think clearly, but I feel somehow sad. I have lived in this flat for about 10 years. I know these familiar smells and sounds around here. I was instructed to get used to the things again. I need to practice my touch sense by using my both hands so that I get as accurate sensation as possible. It is best to start from a familiar place. such as home. From now on, I would use my remaining senses to get the grip of living. Yeah, maybe it's good that they took the gun away. I have this strange feeling that I know more than I can remember about the accident. I'm just unable to phrase the thoughts, all mixed and mangled. I really hope that the therapy will help. Maybe I should just listen to some text-to-speech news and, I don't know, prepare some dinner.
Usually, there are 3 or more options to choose from. Take your time to browse through them. Do you want to go to sleep?
No.
Enter the game menu. Prepare some dinner and listen to the news. Enter the game menu. Go to sleep. Prepare some go to sleep. Enter the game menu. Prepare some dinner and listen to the news.
Computer? Read news.
Information technology market leader Hakunen connects the traditional chip to human brains. Brain surgeon and the head of the brain research group, Dr. Cole H. Main, was interviewed recently.
First, it was utopia, just some silly fiction. But then, it became science fiction. And later on, it inspired the scientists all over the world. Our society is constantly speeding up and we need to keep up with it. We have the fax machine, then the email, and after that the mobile devices and social media. All these communication methods are again too slow and inefficient to accept the challenge of the modern day.
Maine's research group has been recruiting voluntary test persons for the last stage before the international release of their product DataZense. The major problem has been the electrochemical nature of the brain. Certain senses have developed during biological evolution and they cannot be altered easily. Information is stored in several locations inside the brain unit and it's impossible to tweak the brain cells directly. It would cause nausea and delirium for the patient. Information must reach the brain through one of the senses. The brain doesn't have a direct data input. This means that one of the conventional senses must be replaced by a sense of data. For example, the sense of taste can be replaced. This has been successfully tested for reading and internet surfing. During the test runs, an entire volume of War and Peace by Nikolai Tolstoy was transmitted and experienced profoundly in 30 minutes. Unfortunately, many of us prefer to stay in our comfort zones, and we love the basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Sacrificing the sense of taste still has the most intriguing benefits. It will provide a 1 megabit data connection to the brain unit. Most likely, there will be 10 megabit connections available in approximately 5 years. The upgrade procedure is neither painful nor difficult. Installing DataZense provides the means of loading data in the brain. Sending the signal back to the internet is a whole other ballgame. Besides the good old keyboard, the message coming from the brain can be captured by using the data shell. It is a normal electric brain activity reader. Another option is to replace the nerve roots going to a limb, and this is an advisable operation for any paralyzed person. The Finnish information technology company Hakunen has an outstandingly short and glorious history. It became a market leader within 4 years with 2 brand new innovations, the DataZense and the Data Shell. Hakunen has factories and employees in 65 countries.
Chips in the brain. Brains in the chip. Dumbest thing I've ever heard. Once again. Some company is going to make more money than entire nation. Then again, globalization started about a century ago. I better stop saving the world and hit the hay. No! The files! I need to check out if my X-files are still here. Maybe the snooping Inspector Wasky took them. I've hid them well. They include all of my recent cases. Both solved and unsolved. I just need to know if they're still here. Yes, they are here. They are safe and sound, exactly where I left them. Better keep them here. Now I can sleep at ease.
Mr. Burton. Clive.
Yeah. And, who are you?
I am your new therapist. You can call me Angelique.
Oh, really? It's strange, almost like, I'm,
What?
almost like I could actually see you.
You can hear me. You can smell me. You can touch me.
Oh, I didn't know I have two therapists.
But of course you have. I am your music therapist. Please, relax and listen.
This is odd. I feel like I'm floating. What was that, Angelique?
There are things that are coming from your memory as sounds and voices. Just relax.
Am I dreaming by any chance?
Don't worry about that. Just take it easy. Lay freely. Don't let anything harm your state of mind. You can hear the stream. It flows through the meadow. Let yourself follow the stream.
I love your voice.
You have reached harmony in your mind. Here is everything and nothing.
Oh, I haven't felt like this since, I don't know, high school.
Now, Clive, I want you to focus.
Okay. What then?
Do you remember a case about a year and a half ago?
Yeah. I was in Thailand. What about it?
What did you see in Thailand at the warehouse?
Not much. Like strange equipment. Securely covered. Unknown faces.
And is that all?
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like I'm one. Dissolving. Detective.
Now, Clive, you have been an excellent patient. Sleep now.
Good morning, Clive.
Good morning.
Did you...
The game is saved. What do you wish to do? Restart the entire game. Listen to the previous chapter again. Quit for now. Thanks for playing.